Hi again, everyone. I'm Olliemathews. This is Societal Narcissism. This video is sponsored by contribution from Carol. Carol gave a general contribution, which I'll use for this video. You know, one of the favorite types of videos I was doing before our friend Diane threw me off track, and she kind of was the one who got the ball rolling, were these estranged parent videos, pitching a bitch and crying it out on TikTok. And these are parents who are clearly narcissists, who are clearly abusing their children, and had their children go no contact with them. You may remember me doing a video on this one here. Well, she popped back up on my radar, and we're going to look at her last two videos because boy are they telling her last two videos. And you could see right off, both her daughters have gone no contact, and you could see just by looking at her, she is a mother who has been competing with her daughters their entire lives, and they clearly have grown sick and tired of it. This woman is probably in her mid-50s, pushing 60, trying to act like she's in her 20s. So, without further ado, let's just get into it, shall we? As she's bragging about kicking her daughter out.
Parent whose child has gone no contact, and like so many of us, you don't really have any concrete answers as to why. Welcome to this side of TikTok. I've got a few minutes, so I want to...
And this woman has been no contact you saw all her videos. She knows why. She's well aware why. But she will go out here and feign ignorance, okay, for her sycophants in her comment section, oh, here's the first. Mom, you could do 99 things right and miss one thing, and today's children and adult children will harp on that one thing, forgetting about the 99 things you did right, so forget them. That's the broken plate theory right there. There it is. That's their first answer. Sorry, once you're broken, you are broken.
I'll tell you a story and an example of how I think things can get twisted. I kicked my daughter out of my house one time. She was about 19, 20 years old, and things had just hit.
Okay, so this is an old story because I saw kicked my daughter out, and then I went to the last video, and okay, so she's telling an old story here.
She had started gray rocking me completely, pulling away from me, and this was someone who we were so tight. We did so much together, and she was my little bestie. I mean,
so the mother's using the daughter as a best friend, okay, living her life through her daughter. Her daughter starts gray rocking her, probably because, hey, I don't want my mother living her life through me. And what does she do? I kick her because she's pulling away. I kick her out. And then she'll go on TikTok and cry about it and have these sycophants saying, poor you, poor you. No, bitch, you're a narcissist. You're an abuser. This is why your daughters won't talk to you. And then you'll go and tell this story playing the victim. You're not supposed to be besties with your daughter, dummy. You're not supposed to be besties with your teenage daughter. You don't want to be my bestie? Get out. I mean, if that isn't the most feminine toxic energy you can have, that's what you're dealing with here.
I just adored this little human, and she had started dating a guy.
I adored this little human. Like, she's talking about her child like they're a pet. Not like a child, like a pet. You're supposed to love. Like, that goes without saying. That's your child. Like, why do you think you need to validate your feelings for your children? Want to know why the narcissist thinks they need to validate their feelings for their children? Because what they're telling you is a lie. Because they know they don't really feel anything for us.
A few years before, maybe a year before when this happened. And I loved him. I had never met him, but a couple times she was very private with him. But the things she said about him and how much he adored her, I just adored him. And things boiled over. The gray rocking, the pulling away. The more she pulled away, the tighter I held. And I want to say that I'm sure she's got her.
The tighter you held, so you kicked her out. Do you hear what she's saying? She's telling a story about kicking her daughter out at 19. But she liked the boyfriend. She liked the boyfriend, but she's gray rocking, and she kicked her out. Like, the story is ridiculous. It's ridiculous on its face, but here she is sitting in her car with her face full of fucking makeup, telling it with a straight face, collecting pity. It's obvious why your daughters want nothing to do with you. All you got to do is listen to you talk.
Her own story to this. I don't think my children will come onto my page and hunt down my face. Someone that I think they probably consider a monster and a terrible human being and the worst mother ever, I guess.
So you do know why. They went. She said, "I don't know why they've gone." Just her whole concept of her page, that she don't know why her kids went no contact. She clearly knows why her kids went no contact, because she's saying it now.
To the point where I'm not even worth being in their lives, hardly at all. So.
What the heck?
Are you an estranged parent who's just hit a wall? She had started gray rocking me, this little human, and I had never met him, but a couple times she was.
Sorry, I skipped it back.
But the things she said about him and how much he adored her, I just adored him, and things boiled over. The gray rocking, the pulling away. The more she pulled away, the tighter I held. And I want to say that I'm sure she's got her own story to this. I don't think my children will come onto my page and hunt down my face.
That's how little she thinks of her daughter. That's why she's doing this, because she has the confidence in her. They won't confront me. I don't think so. If she didn't really think, she don't think that they'll do this. Then what is this all about here? What is this fear? This gray rock? Like, none of her story makes any sense whatsoever.
Someone that I think they probably consider a monster and a terrible human being and the worst mother ever, I guess, to the point where I'm not even worth being in their lives, hardly at all. So, if any, and so I doubt they're going to come up. But if they do, this is my story. I have no doubt that she's got her own. And I'm not saying she's right or I'm right. I'm telling you this is my perspective. And so it had just boiled over, and I'd come home and she'd be watching TV and doing school, and the computer would go down, the TV would go off, the door would be shut in the room. And I was lonely, and I missed her, and I hated feeling like that.
I'm lonely because she went in her room at 19, did what every freaking 19-year-old wants, doesn't want to hang out with their mother at 19 years old. I'm lonely. Get a dog. This is why I'm telling you, this is what I'm saying. She doesn't know how to have kids. She treated her kids like she treats a dog. There for her entertainment, to be there at her beck and call.
Yes, and like I said, the more she pulled away, the more I tried to hold on. And I was failing miserably. And we fought over chores, and we fought over the house and doing things. She was old enough that I felt she had to, help me. If you make a mess in the kitchen, clean it up. Or
Where's the father? Where's the dad? Seems like another mother living a Gilmore Girls freaking fantasy.
Dirty clothes. I wash, you fold, or I fold you, whatever. And it wasn't being met at all. And on top of the pulling away and the gray rocking and acting like I was just the monster in her world, it would boil over. And one day,
so she didn't want to do chores, and she kind of wanted to be left alone. I mean, what a monster! I mean, sounds like an out of control teenager, right?
I remember saying, if you are so miserable, then get your shit and go live with your boyfriend. Treat his family the way you do me, and let's see how long that lasts, because it's not right. It's not right at all. And I gave in. I was a mush when it came to things like that.
Oh, they always claim, but I'm the sap. My parents, I'm the sap. Then they claim they're the mush. They're the sap. They're the sucker. Really? Really?
Always did, and then I feel horrible. My conscience get the best of me, and I'd apologize.
You don't have a conscience. That's the problem. If you did, you wouldn't be doing shit like this.
And this time I was determined. I can't keep doing this. And after a day or so, I remember, I don't know, I was away from home, and I called home, and she answered, and she was upset, and I was like, well, what's wrong? Well, you kicked me out, and I could tell somebody was there. And I said, I can't keep doing what we're doing. This can't happen. If you're that miserable.
This is nothing more than a power move. Okay, because she's described nothing so egregious that she needs to kick her 19-year-old daughter out. She's mad that her daughter's not having playtime with her. She's mad that her daughter's spending too much time with her boyfriend instead of her friggin' 50-something-year-old mother.
You hate me that much, then this can't happen. And I remember hearing her boyfriend say, what kind of mother, and he almost growled it, what kind of mother kicks her daughter out of her house?
It's a good question. It's a good question. I can understand from your perspective being a sociopath that only thinks of herself and thinks her 19-year-old daughter has to be at her friggin' beck and call to entertain her because you're BFFs. I can understand how somebody saying that and challenging you would be a surprise.
What kind of mother? And he kept saying that, and I was blown away. I was pissed that he would speak to me that way. I was pissed that he would.
Of course
think
you
that
are.
of me because of what he had been told. And then there was a side of me.
What do you expect? What do you expect? You're kicking your daughter out because she don't want to do chores, and she don't want to hang out with you at 19. Really? What is he supposed to think about you, you clown?
I love the fact that he was ride or die. And that was awesome because whoever my children were with, that's what I want.
No. You don't like it. That bothered you. Because if he's ride or die, that lessens your power over your daughter. See, the whole purpose of kicking your daughter out was to bring her to heel. So she'd be a good little girl and be your BF, be your little bestie. So you can continue living your life vicariously through her. Because you can't accept being old, and you can't accept that you probably drove your husband away.
But I also want those two sides to be told. Nobody wants to be made out to be the biggest monster, and I felt like that was the case. And I told her I'm very disappointed that the story he'd be told is what make him do that to your mom. And
she want to kick her out and then control the narrative. You told her to go live with him. She goes and and then the surprise, she's with him. You fucking told her, go live with him if you want to go to, and then you're surprised that she's with him? Where does your entitlement come from, sweetie? Honestly, this is why you're divorced or you don't have a husband. This is why you're looking at your 19-year-old daughter and probably your other daughter who went no contact, want nothing to do with you. You kicked her out. You told her to go to him. And now you're surprised that she's calling you with him?
Probably 6 months later, and there was no apology. There was nothing like that. And
why should there be? And she's looking for a fucking apology.
They moved out, and I was told, I can't come over unless I'm invited. Okay, I wasn't invited. I probably went over.
That means you are a habitual line stepper. Okay, again, she's telling you exactly why her daughters want nothing to do with her. If you needed to be told that when they moved out, that means you are a habitual line stepper. But she don't know why her daughters want nothing to do with her.
Maybe 3 or 4 months later, Anna might have been, this was 4 years ago, and I might have been at her place 3 or 4, twice. I can't remember, not much. She's completely pulled away since then. It started very low contact. We would meet every couple of weeks.
You initiated, like right here, I kicked my daughter out. You wrote this on, you put this on your own fucking video. And now you're surprised she's pulling away when she moves out with the guy? Like, only a narcissist, only the narcissist, only a border. This is borderline personality disorder 101. Insufferable. This woman, I can imagine what it must have been like to have been married to her. Insufferable.
I wanted just to have a coffee with her, and it didn't, she wasn't there when she was there, and then it just stopped, and then it just went.
No accountability whatsoever for how she's acted, for what she's done. None. No, we're friends at best. That's in the past. Like, that wasn't me. That was a different person. Like, this is me now. Like, no. Oh, this woman is the worst.
No contact. And to this day, she came into our lives last year. Very little explanation. We talked about some. I forced to talk about some because, I mean, this is my child, my baby, and she just walked out of my life. And we agreed, can we please just put this no contact behind?
She didn't walk in. You kicked her out. I kicked my daughter out. It's right across your fucking forehead. You can't be this dense. Nobody can be this fucking dense. I kicked my daughter out. She literally has it across her forehead.
I want my family back. I'll do whatever. You just gotta help me and tell me why. Okay, and yes, and you can. And I told her then. I said, I don't even know if you think of me like your mom anymore. I don't know. I love you so much, and I want to fix things. And we agreed that we could put this behind us. And then I saw her one more time, and she never spoke to me again.
Because she told you what you wanted to hear just to make you go away. She's seeing what we're all seeing. These expressions, this play acting, it's so fake and so phony and so infuriating. You're not fooling her anymore. Once you kicked her out, you did the biggest favor of her life, because now you gave her the clarity of no contact to see her life without you right up her fucking ass. That's the look of, this is the moment she realized she fucked up. That's the look.
So, Christmas, birthdays, nothing. And we're right back here, and now I'm in a different place.
She's shocked. She's shocked that she's still saying this. I kicked my daughter like right across her head. She completely misses the irony of the whole thing.
I don't think she'll ever want me in her life. And now my children are adopted, and they seem to be quite tight with their birth mom again.
Okay, that's new information. Like I said, that makes so much sense. What have I said about narcissists adopting children? They're not adopting children, they're adopting pets. And I picked it up on this woman. I picked it up right at the get. She talks about their daughters like their pets, not like their children. Oh, I adored this little thing. Like, she talked about her daughter the same exact way you would talk about an animal, a puppy or a kitten. when you first meet it and you go to pick it up. I saw it immediately. That is, I swear to you, I had no idea these kids were none. But of course they are. Of course they are. It makes perfect sense. This is the last person you should have given a kid to.
You know, I'm in a different place. I think that maybe that is more what they need than me, and that's okay. But it's hard to have all this water under the bridge and know that they're...
Can you imagine having to be competing, and this woman is competing against two girls that she's not even blood related to? And not that, I think adoption's a great thing, but not when monsters like this get their claws into them. And I'm glad they got a hold of their birth mother. They realized you were just an abusive pet owner. That's what happened. They realized you were just an abusive pet owner.
That I was probably looked at in such a way that I hate the thought that someone would think, what kind of mom could kick their child out? Well, I wasn't a mom. I would have never kicked her out. But I did want her to think at that moment that I would if she didn't change, because I was at my wit's end.
Are those two dog stickers on her window there? On the car window right over her shoulder. Are those two stickers of dogs?
I want to know if y'all can relate to this. I don't know what my point is, other than I just know that it is hard. And I talk about
this isn't a point. This is a confession, and she doesn't even realize it.
All these different things that makes our situations unique, and that's one of the things with mine. I didn't know how to. My argument in any of this was just I felt like I felt shafted. Like this is not all one-sided. So I'm going to leave it here. And I want to know if you can relate to this. And I'm not painting my daughter as a bad person. I think she was 19, 20-year-old.
You can't. Listen, anybody who watches this with half a brain can see who the problem is.
And God knows I don't want to be held accountable for things I did at that time. But at the same time, I couldn't imagine not having my mama in my life. And I miss her. I don't miss that. And I can say that now. And I would not want that relationship if that was constantly over me, that I felt like she's just going to leave me again. So leave me a comment. Please share this. Follow my page. Y'all, some of the comments I get, direct messages and so forth, of people who just say they didn't think anybody felt that way. So that's why I'm putting this stuff on here. It's very vulnerable. It's not easy. And I can't watch it again or I cringe, because
because you're a liar. Because you can't sit there and watch your own lies. Because you know you're completely full of shit.
And I ain't making no money on this. So, therefore, I appreciate you. Have a good day, everybody.
I highly doubt that. So, she made another video. Does your estranged child love you? And then there's a final video, the end. Apparently, her daughters have found her TikTok. And I don't know if there's consequences. I looked at the first couple minutes of it. And I think what I'm going to do is I will do a part 2 of this video to watch her reaction. So if anybody would like to sponsor that, you guys know what to do with the links in the description box. So that could be kind of fun. We'll see what kind of reaction this video gets. But looking at her channel overall, you could see who this girl is, who this woman is, just shitting on her daughters, acting like she doesn't know why. She doesn't know why her daughters went no contact and then make a video with literally a banner across her head. I kicked my daughter out. told her daughter to go live with her boyfriend, and then is surprised when the daughter calls her with the boyfriend. And then when the daughter moves out with the boyfriend, is even further surprised that the daughter's pulling away when the daughter did exactly what she told her to do and forced her to do by kicking her out. And yet there she is, there's her comment section with the sycophants in there like, oh, you do so much and they only harp on the one thing. They treat their children like pets. Like pets. Unbelievable. So, if you'd like to see the conclusion, watch that with me. You know, if somebody would like to sponsor that, you guys know what to do with the links. And thank you to Carol for the contribution. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with either the Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and email links in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel on here. Subscribe to my channel on here and both my channels on Rumble, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. Also, be sure to follow me on X and Telegram as well. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Societal Narcissism. Take care, everyone.